What's going on YouTube? Back at you again with another video. JC Cowboys Network. You already know what it is. Luke Schoonmaker. This is a guy who was drafted early, who we had a lot of question marks about. So he's going to have to make an impact if he's going to see some burn on the field in year one. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the way the YouTube algorithm works, if you don't hit it, you'll miss on fire videos. So Cowboys Nation, you already know the drill. Let's boogie.
Luke Schoonmaker, tight end out of Michigan. Coming in at 6'5" and weighing in at 251 pounds. Country strong. This is a player that's going to have to show that he belongs. Being drafted in the early rounds, we've had our questions. But now it's time to stamp it and prove the doubters wrong. A tight end who's a blocking dominator, who likes to flex, who got the size and look of a Terminator. This is a player that's going to have to be locked in with Dak Prescott. Let's get to it, Cowboys Nation.
Luke Schoonmaker is a versatile athlete who is one of the more tough and physical tight ends coming out of this draft class, who is one of the guys that Harbaugh was impressed with early on in his career at Michigan, becoming a starter and a staple of the Wolverines' power run game. This is a guy that has elite agility for his size, being able to line up in line, in motion, as well as inside the slot. Being 6'6", 251 pounds, that is a problem for safeties and corners to deal with. So you're going to have to scheme this player up, get this player in space, and let this player cook. If you're going to give this player the option to run seams, crossers, or attacking the flats, this is where this player will be most effective in the pass game. He is one of the players with a team-first mentality, and that's exactly what Mike McCarthy wants out of his guys. Being good off the field and being a tough player on the field who is capable of being a leader on his team. In his early days, Schoonmaker played for Hamden Hall, a school in Connecticut where he played with Will Levis, the Titans' 33rd overall pick. He played tight end, quarterback, wide receiver, and cornerback. It's good to hear that this player has some experience playing quarterback. Having an understanding of what Dak wants him to do will be crucial in his progress this season. Schoonmaker is one of the better athletes coming out of this draft, running a 4.63 40, jumping a 33.5-inch vertical, and he dominated in the broad jump as well. That scored an 85 athleticism score, which was actually better than Jake Ferguson, and that made him a top 5 tight end as far as being athletic coming out of this draft. Now, as far as his blocking, this guy plays to the whistle, who is very physical, and he has a knack for turning defenders and sealing the edges. In this West Coast offense, or Texas Coast offense, however they want to call it, it is predicated to getting these guys open in space, having a player to be able to work 12 personnel and work underneath coverages on top of being a good blocker. This is exactly what you need, and this is one of the main reasons why we drafted this player so early. Schoonmaker was honorable mention All Big Ten as a junior and earned third team honors as a senior. In 2022, he had 35 receptions, 418 yards receiving, and scored 3 touchdowns. He had 21 career starts with Michigan, taking over as the #1 tight end with Eric All being injured. As far as some of the concerns I'm having about this player, he's a 25-year-old rookie. But that's not always a bad thing, because the thing is, if he's mature, if he's grown into his man body, sometimes that can be good because he can be ready to go. This player was a late bloomer, and the only reason why he saw the field was because Eric All, the starting tight end at the time, was injured for the season. So the production isn't really there, mainly because he never seen the field as much, and on top of Michigan's power run scheme. You would like to see him catch more contested catches. A lot of times I saw on tape, he was close, but he wasn't in well enough position to secure the ball or get his feet in bounds. So he's going to have to work on that, because there's going to be a lot of 50-50 balls in the NFL because competition is ramped up. Schoon has been injured a lot throughout high school and college. In high school, he had a spleen problem, and in college, this past year, he missed 2 games because he had a sprained AC joint. And on top of that, he was injured during his pro day. So being healthy is going to be extremely important if this guy's going to be able to see the field this year. As far as the tight ends, we are deep with Luke Schoonmaker, Jake Ferguson, Peyton Hendershot, and Sean McKeon. Every single one of these tight ends are from the Big Ten. With Big Ten tight ends, they bring toughness to their game, and on top of that, having a strong four with all different type of skill sets will be key. Whether if it's being a good blocker, good route runner, 50-50 balls, these guys combined together can do it all, and it'll be needed in this scheme, Cowboys Nation. I'm really excited to see what Schoonmaker is going to do, and we got to trust the process. Will McClay brings in all of these guys. There were a ton of people that were on the board, like offensive linemen, linebackers, but if you like a guy, you go pick that player. Dallas Cowboys have a history of not picking up guards and not picking up one techniques in the first round, but they flipped that around with guys like Mozzie Smith. And if they feel as though that they can implement this player and use him in 12 personnel, blocking, that is extremely important. And we just got to see how it all plays out. But going up against Hendershot and going up against Jake Ferguson, that should be fireworks because iron sharpens iron. I'm excited for this season and I can't wait to see how this all shakes out. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe so y'all can come vibe. You already know what it is.